Alright, y'all. We are back, and I'm so sorry because y'all gonna hear a lot of stumping because the person who live above me is home, and that's all you hear when they up there. So I am so sorry in advance. If it disturbs this video, I will redo it, but I'm gonna just tell y'all that right now before we get started. Alright, so now we finna go into this next video. I got those videos onto my computer already. So let's get right into this thing. Next video, we got the employee caught stealing thousands. OMG. Dang, we didn't have no ads in the last couple videos.
Did gaming take over your life? You're not alone, and it might not be your fault. The makers of games like Fortnite...
Alright, y'all. Still thinks he can do what? I guess we about to find out. Alright, this video is 23 minutes long. Hopefully we don't have a lot of ads going this forward. And to remind y'all, again, y'all will hear stumping above me, okay? Y'all will hear that. So I am so sorry in advance, okay? Y'all hear that right now? Y'all gonna hear that throughout this entire rest of this video, okay? So just bear with me as I bear with it, okay? So let's get into this video now.
Jojo, is there a way you could arrest me? Is there a way for me to make a call to organize the money that I owe?
To the customers, he was just the friendly face behind the register. To his manager, a reliable employee who never showed up late. But beneath the surface was a digital con in motion. During routine transactions, he quietly scanned extra gift cards, rerouting the balances into his Cash App.
Oh, wow.
By the time anyone noticed, he had already stolen thousands.
Oh, wow.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm Deputy Del Flato.
My name is Deborah. I'm an asset protection manager with Walgreens.
Okay.
This is, what's your full name?
So,
What's your last name?
Okay.
So, why don't you tell the officer what has been going on?
from like the whole...
You're employed here?
Why is she spelling in the back? Why is she spelling in the back?
Months this year or last?
She thought it was a joke, and when she seen the lady in the pink wasn't smiling, she just took that smile right off her face. Cause you should never been smiling to begin with, girl. This is a serious matter. They steal it from you, and you want to sit there and smile. What are you doing?
This year's
Okay. And what's your title here?
customer
service? Okay. You're not a manager or anything?
No, sir.
Okay. Alright, so what are we getting, what are we brought in the office for?
Are you asking me that, sir?
Yeah, tell him what you did. I haven't
Clearly, he asking you.
I
heard this.
rang out some gift cards to pay for my school and things like that. However, I did not pay for that.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so we're looking at a theft from the business.
and they said that there's a possibility that the company will let me pay back, which I'm willing to do. And they said that there's a possibility that if you're okay with that,
Right now, is 2,100 grand enough?
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
prosecuted if I were to be able to pay it back today on the spot.
So
And then I would be terminated.
I couldn't negotiate anything like that. That's not really my job per se.
He trying not to go to jail for stealing 21 grand.
Press.
At this point, he doesn't
$21,000.
But I'm able to.
Wait, what did she say?
So
And then I would be terminated.
I couldn't negotiate anything like that. That's not really my job.
And she's still smiling.
As far as if you do this or that, charges may or may not be pressed.
Let me actually cut her a break. Because in this moment, even through the hard times, you gotta smile. But the way she's smiling, the way she keeps smiling, smirking, boom, 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 it's like She's just trying to catch a smile from her, and it's just Miss the lady in the pink, and it's just not working too well.
At this point, he doesn't have $2,100 on him, so the company does want to proceed with prosecution.
But I'm able to.
Okay, but that's not his now. Now we're past that point right now. So those are all the transactions.
Okay.
She lied to you, sir. She lied to you. She said, "Oh yeah, you can pay it back, and we can just what is it called? Fire you, and not go to jail. We're not going to press any charges." But yeah. But now the cops there. She like, nah, we passed that. We passed that. You stole 21,000. 21,000. We passed that, sir. Look at his face. He just like, I know he feel like shit right now. Like, dang, I did it. I stole all that money. Why did I steal all that money?
He rang up and he did 2 today for a total of $400. We put it on a cash app.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Is it still? You still have that $400 on the cash app? Okay. So
Okay.
the 2 that he did today.
So there were 2 today,
for $400.
and the receipts are
All the
for going
receipts-
back.
So he did 2 today. That's how you got caught.
Every single one is on video as well.
Okay.
So was you doing it every single day you went to work, my guy?
Yeah, we don't do thumb drives anymore, right?
How long you been working there?
We give you a computer link.
An Axon link?
Yeah. Are you guys able to do the Axon link?
They can't, but I can. But it's.
Yeah, we try not to take a thumb drives anymore. They want to write on the Axon link.
You know, I just got an Axon link from somebody.
Alright, 22.
That's how they want it now. I'm just saying how they've
Okay.
changed that.
You know how long
We can
that's
take
been?
that, but like I said, it won't get up because the problem is
No, you cannot say nothing.
state doesn't
Me.
have access
So-
to the
There's nothing that
That's
you
why it
could
has
do
to go to
Not
the
at this
Axon link
point.
where they have.
prosecution.
For what?
You're saying that there's nothing that you could do to.
There's nothing we can do about that at all.
Prosecution.
Are you a juvenile? How old?
Why is he air quoting it like it's fake? Bro, prosecution is real, my guy. It is real, and that's what is about to happen to you. It's about to happen to you. It's real. Why are you air quoting? Then he raised his hand like he was in class. But at least that respectful, because you hear other people talking. Respectful. I get it.
I'm 18, sir.
18. Okay, so you wouldn't qualify for a juvenile first offender program.
So you're
That's
saying-
probably
18 years old. You going down, boy.
You're looking at grand theft for the amount of about 2,100.
Even if I could pay it back, I'm still.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's not.
You'll just have to talk to the
That's
judge.
not-
We don't play. That's Walgreens. We don't negotiate with that stuff.
So is there a
They're
way?
obviously, they've obviously contacted us for a reason.
They
Is there a way
said
for
yes,
Walgreens to
prosecute.
take back?
I mean, listen, like I said, that's not up to me. That's up to Walgreens being a victim.
They looked it up and you didn't have that much on your paycheck, so they said yes, prosecute and
No.
terminate.
But you're saying that they said that because I didn't have the money on.
On,
But if I was
on
able,
your paycheck. So that's why. So we can't do any more negotiating.
He's saying that he has all the money.
like get the money, like if I would ask my mother or my father, even if it's not on my paycheck necessarily, if I was
What's
to
with the air
get
quotes?
the money and pay the money back, like legally, is there a way that you could speak to them and see if they would be able to change their mind on the prosecution, not necessarily the termination, but just the prosecution part? Even if I was able to pay the money like right now and not like
You couldn't leave
drag
the
it out.
store until it was
that's okay.
paid.
I understand that. I wouldn't want to leave.
So what,
the store.
are you saying that you'd possibly be able to make a phone call to settle
Yes,
this
yes,
debt
sir.
right now?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm trying to
Like I
say.
said, that's not.
That's
not up
Walgreens,
to
that's
me.
not us.
Is
You
there a way
know,
that we could
I'm going to talk to the
please
officers and the store
negotiate
manager outside. I mean, they've already
and see if
She is not letting you go, bro.
the store?
She is not letting you go.
They have places to be. I have places to be.
I understand.
So you
So you just stay in here with him.
Is it
Yeah,
okay?
I'm gonna hang out here.
Is it okay if I make the call now?
Hold on a second.
Hold on. Let's stay here.
Sorry, ma'am. We'll get from your way.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
She is not letting you go. She wants you in jail.
I thought it's really likely that he's gonna come up with $2,100 today.
Even if you did, no.
Even if that's what I'm saying. Even if you did, I can't tell him
No,
or
we
tell you guys, hey.
The girl in the blue shirt, she instantly came out that door. She said, nah, we not doing it. We not doing it, officer. We not doing it, officer. He going to jail today. He stole that money. He going to jail today. Yo.
And
If you pay this money, we won't pursue charges. This is a Walgreens thing, and it's up to what if Walgreens wants to be a victim, or if Walgreens just wants to terminate and trespass an employee.
We want to trespass. We want to also make we want to prosecute. We want to, hey, we're not going to tolerate this. We want the other employees to know.
He lives too close here. I would rather prosecute.
What does that mean? You acting like he pulled out a gun.
And you know what? When I first started talking to him, he knew what asset protection was. He knew what loss prevention was. He's probably been terminated as from a previous company. Because he knew what asset protection was. He knew what shrink was. He almost described my job at the beginning. So.
Okay.
That's just a guy who know what he want to do in life. Maybe. That's just a guy that knows what he want to do in life. Know things about jobs. Maybe. What does that even have to do with it?
Same thing over and over just to keep telling
The thing is that he's, and I get it, but he's afraid that it's going to mess up his career going to school, but he should have thought about that long before he did this.
Right.
That's true.
That's not my goal.
Kids from the time they're in kindergarten know you don't steal. You know what I mean? From the time that they can walk, you don't steal.
Right.
Because I didn't know that it was wrong.
So,
I see,
regardless.
Listen, I see if he stole like $500, okay, we won't prosecute. But wait, was it 2,100 actually? No, because he was doing it in periods of time. I think they said 21,000, right? I believe they said 21,000. I think they said that. So that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money that he stole. That he think he not gonna go to jail for because he 18. No. All right. No.
Didn't know, get the money, can't get the money. I just need to know the decision on whether we're prosecuting criminally or if we're documenting and trespassing from the store completely. That's something that you guys should probably have a discussion right now and then let me know. Okay?
We're going to prosecute criminally.
Okay.
Have them arrested.
Okay.
I raised him. I don't know if you heard me.
What's that?
I raised him. I didn't know if you heard me.
No, I didn't.
You're going to jail, buddy. That's the
So
situation.
here's the situation. I talked to Walgreens, obviously representatives. They want to pursue criminal charges. Okay. I know you agreed to pay them back or whatever. I guess it's beyond the point to where they're willing to agree to that. So we're gonna have to go this route. So any payback would be through a restitution through the courts. Have you ever been arrested before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for what?
It was a drive.
A what?
Drive. It was
driving.
It was street racing, but I wasn't, so it got dismissed.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Right now, you're not free to leave. We're doing a criminal investigation. Let me see if you'd like to provide a statement. Okay. As far as what occurred here.
So I'm gonna be arrested right now.
Yes.
I'm not done. I have to look at one more thing, but it's a very good chance.
Also, there's still a possibility.
Let me read this.
He got hope in his eyes.
I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you got the following constitutional rights. Okay. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you're entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any questioning. If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you're privileged to remain silent. I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement.
Those some ugly ass horses. What the fuck? Those are some ugly ass horses, and why are they so skinny? Are they eating? Are they eating? The one on the right, look at that neck. The one in the middle, look at that. What the fuck kind of horses are those? Bro, low-key Buddy looked like him. Buddy looked like him just a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Just a little bit.
It must be done on your own free will. Any statement can be and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand those rights as I have read them to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. With those in mind, are you choosing to speak with me about the incident?
Is that a good idea?
I can't make a recommendation. I just, basically, are you willing to speak with me today about...
He looked at the other officer. Can you give me a recommendation? Can you give me a recommendation? Can you give me a recommendation? Help! Help, buddy, help!
So, talking to them, they said that you've basically been engaged in an ongoing course of action, loading gift cards fraudulently. Your drawer's been coming up short, and you've been pocketing the money. So, the gift cards, okay? They said that there were some transactions today that were done, I guess, on your phone.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how that works. You'll have to explain it to me. But so right now, the allegations right now are grand theft. Okay, from Walgreens. How long have you been employed here?
A few months.
A few months, just this year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you work the registers?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, buddy,
now, from what I've described,
this video says May 22nd, 2024. He said a few months. You know, when we say a few, that means like 1, 2, or 3. Like I said in the beginning, maybe he was pocketing from the jump when he first started working. And it seemed like it, because if you've been working there for a few months and you got all that money, my God, you was doing it every shift.
to you that you've been accused of, which I saw your statement as well. How does it work with loading the gift cards?
You just type it in. And then
Okay.
Just
So describe to me what you were doing with the gift cards.
like the action. Of
Yeah.
it, just scan it, and then just type in the amount.
Is it like a sale? You scan it like a sale?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be
And
like
then
so.
and then you load it. You
Yeah,
load the
you
gift
just
card
type the
through the
money in.
register.
You just type the amount, and then you just like proceed with the transaction.
Okay. And then you complete the transaction.
So he was doing it like as if nobody was actually putting money in.
No, not physical money, because
Right.
it's loaded up on the gift card. And then you would keep the gift card.
Right.
Okay, without paying the money into the register.
Right.
Okay. You know that's wrong, right?
Yes, sir.
You know that's theft from a business who's already paying you a paycheck, who's trusting you.
That wasn't enough for Buddy. Buddy said, I need more.
So,
Buddy said, I need more today. Give me more. Even tomorrow, I will get more. I need more. It's not enough. The paycheck is not enough. I need more.
that's what we're dealing with. They're telling me that this has been an ongoing course of action since the beginning of April. Do you know about how many times you've loaded gift cards?
Off the top of my head, sir.
Just because it's so many?
Not necessarily. It's just like I just don't really like. I wasn't really thinking about
Let me ask.
So he was just gonna keep going.
This is a statement you did with.
Yes, sir. With Miss Deborah.
With Miss Deborah, as far as regarding the actions that happened here. Okay. You wrote this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you swear that what you wrote in here was true?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Did she even make the call?
Call the who?
Call who?
She said she was going to speak to...
I don't know, because I wasn't with her the whole time.
Right.
But they've determined that they are going to pursue charges.
And there's still no way that I could potentially try to...
No, buddy. They pursuing charges, buddy.
I asked again to make...
Yeah. Trust me, I asked them. I told them I need a clear answer, basically before I proceed, any further. And unfortunately, this is the decision.
You're going to jail.
You're
going to jail.
From you. Did she leave?
No, they're still here. But I understand what you're saying. But we are beyond that. They are.
He really pushing it, like, buddy. They want you to go to jail.
Asking again isn't going to do anything because we've already had that conversation and the decision has already been made. Okay. That's why, hypothetically, had this.
You should have thought of it before you stole, buddy.
A fake game where you can be a Slim Jim. Buy a real Slim Jim today.
Saluna is a
We
free
will
and
get a
anonymous
commercial
mental
in the
health app
midst
for
of
13
it.
to 25-year-olds, where you can talk one-on-one with real mental health professionals, all for free. No, for real, free. De-stress, bounce back, and believe that you can with Saluna.
The kind of connection I'm looking for: authentic, gentle,
easy to talk
timeless.
Find me on Bumble.
Every day, Child Protective Services and the Department of Children and Family Services.
You should never stole.
Sorry, this is what I did. Here's the money back. No harm, no foul. Maybe this could have been a different scenario, and you may have just been terminated. But like I said, there are numerous transactions totaling up to $2,100.
And clearly, you wasn't gonna stop if you did it today.
So basically, just shows he's still doing it. He's still doing it. He's still doing it. So why is he still doing it? You know what I mean? So.
Okay, so is there a way for me to make a call to
No.
organize the money?
What part do he not understand? Oh shoot. What part do he not understand that making a call, asking a question, doing any of those things is not going to help his case? Those are not going to get you a what is it called? It's not going to get you a get out of jail free card. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
So here's the thing. We're not going to make phone calls to make payment. Okay?
I'm sorry.
We're not going to make phone calls to make a payment to Walgreens for the amount. Okay? This will be restitution.
What's that?
Basically decided by the courts whether you have to reimburse the money or not. And that's when that would be paid back. Okay? In the meantime, I wouldn't contact them. I wouldn't.
Most likely they're going to trespass you as well.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah. So most likely you're going to be trespassed. Normally how this goes is if they owe you a paycheck, it'll be sent to you in the mail.
Well, I don't even know if that, because the way you made it sound like they're probably going to take the paycheck, so.
I don't know.
It's part of their financial restitution, sounds like they're going to take a check.
Okay. Oh, that's what she said. There's not enough money in the paycheck?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'm thinking they're going to take his paycheck for restitution.
Jeez.
What I think they're going to do.
So
I don't know for
sure. So you finna, I'm pretty sure you finna be broke.
Yeah. Do you have anything in your pockets?
Like illegal?
No, like anything.
Yeah, I have my phones.
Okay. Stand up, do me a favor, just put your stuff.
Is there a way you could arrest me on the side?
No, but we can try to conceal you. Okay? We can try to keep you away from customers. I'm parked on the side of the building. I'm not parked at the front. Okay? We're not going to make a big scene about this.
No, bro.
Phone calls after.
Dang, just go to jail already.
That's fine. We'll get it from your phone. Okay, but I still got to write the report. Okay, we're gonna go back to the office, and then we'll
it's like he's trying to buy time, low key.
Okay.
It's just like a sentence type of thing, like a jail sentence?
No, this is just for the initial charge.
This how you know Buddy don't know nothing about nothing. This how you know Buddy don't know nothing about nothing. He's asking questions. You didn't look up. Why would he? Why would he? He was just stealing. Didn't know he was stealing. Bruh. He literally just asked, is this like a sentence? Bro, you can get sentenced for anything, buddy.
When you arrest me, like, I'm going
to jail.
You're going to jail. You're being charged with a crime. Okay, it's a non-violent crime. It's not domestic. If you talk to your mom later, she can bail you out. You can be out today, or you could be out tomorrow.
I can be out today?
Yes.
That gave him hope again. He don't want to be in jail.
Well, until your court date. You'll have to go to your court date.
Yes. So she could bail me out, and then I'll.
But you'll be obligated to go to your court date.
Processing, I'll be straight up with you. Processing is going to take 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, I know. When I got arrested the first time, they put me in a holding cell.
You're going to go the same thing.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was there for like a lot of hours, and then they allowed her to bail me out.
Yeah.
Well, like, so you got to realize something. Once we get to the jail, that's beyond our control. That's not our side of the business. So however long they keep you in that intake and things like that, that's on them. We can't tell you how long you're going to sit there.
She want attention.
Well, with a non-violent crime, there should be able to put a bond on you.
What's a bond on a felony?
I think it's 3,000.
I thought it was 3,000.
I thought it was 2.
So listen, it's 2,000 or 3,000 for the bond. You get it.
He looking like that, like he ain't still 21 grand.
$300 with a promissory that you're going to go to court and you're not going to run.
Yeah, some type of collateral.
Yeah.
Okay.
She may have to sign her car or something. I don't know. Or pay the money up front and then they'll reimburse her. That's up between the bondsman and it's whoever posts your bond.
So anybody can pay my bond?
Bro, he asking so many freaking questions. Just go to jail already. This whole freaking video, 23 minutes, is of him asking questions rather than just getting in the handcuffs and going to jail. He asking the dumbest questions ever. But I guess he need to know. He need to know, I guess. I guess he need to know.
Anybody can pay. Anybody.
But do they have to be here to pay the bond?
No, they got to pay the jail.
They got to pay the jail.
No, I'm saying not here, but I'm saying like they have to go to the jail.
Yes.
To pay the,
Yes.
the
In order for your release,
so there's no way they could like.
Can they do it over the phone?
I don't know if they do it on the phone.
I don't know if they do it on the phone.
No, because it's cash. They got to pay cash.
Oh, they have to pay cash.
The bondsman may go there and pay it.
The bondsman might be able to wire, but your family has to pay cash.
And it has to be my family that does.
Well, anybody that's bailing you out has to pay
whoever's
cash.
bail, it could be a friend.
So if I call a friend to bail me out,
yes.
Is there a way I could do this without my parents?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, without your parents.
Yes,
you
you're
make a phone
18.
call.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is there a way that I could do this without my parents?
Yes.
Yeah, you can fucking
potentially without them even knowing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're an adult.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can call your friends. I mean, the worst case.
He didn't want them to know that he going to jail for stealing money from his job.
Yes.
What you gonna tell them when they find out you got terminated?
It doesn't matter who comes and pays cash.
The only thing is, I don't have any friends out here. They all live in like different states, like New York and Georgia.
Okay, well,
so that's why I asked you.
Well, then maybe one of them will have to call a bondsman.
That's not their fault, buddy.
They can explain the
Buddy, just get in the handcuffs, buddy.
Yeah.
Get in the handcuffs already.
And then they can pay the bondsman, and the bondsman can pay
Yeah,
the
because the
jail.
bondsman will come take care and pay the cash. They can get a hold of a bondsman.
Otherwise, will they do OR maybe?
At least the officers. At
may,
least the officers is actually just sitting here, actually answering all his questions, even though it feel like he just stalling to get in them handcuffs.
they release you on your own recognizance, which pays.
Well, what happened when I got arrested the first time? I think it was OR, but my parents, it was OR.
You weren't 18, were you?
I was.
Okay.
It was OR.
He had to be 18.
It was at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Because it's traffic.
Could be.
Sorry.
It could be 4 o'clock.
So we don't deal with that process.
Yeah.
They have their different time slots. They have all that stuff over there. We don't know when they release. We don't know that stuff.
I don't know
all we
the
know is
line,
court
shift
dates.
change, when the paperwork goes through, when the payment goes through, when notifications are made.
8
that's all
a.m.'s
at the
court.
jail.
Every morning, 8 a.m.'s court out west. So I can tell you that for a fact. That's about the only thing I know in that business is court at 8 a.m. every morning, except for Sundays. They're on call for Sundays.
So, listen, I know you've been very respectful. We're trying to answer your questions.
I'm sorry for asking.
No, you're fine.
We're not, listen, we're not
He
holding
is
this
respectful. I can
This
give
is
you that,
something
but
you and Walter
stealing,
are gonna have to deal with. Okay.
buddy, you got me with
For the
that.
time being, I need you to take your jewelry off, empty your, put your stuff. You're gonna keep your stuff.
Keep all
You
your
just
stuff.
can't wear it.
You can't wear it.
I have to put it into a separate property bag.
Okay.
I don't know if they want that lanyard that you have, so I'll just leave that. I mean,
You want to just leave it here?
The lanyard, yeah, we'll leave here. It's probably property of Walgreens.
Right. Okay.
Put that on the
He
desk.
probably brought the jury with the money he stole.
Outside?
No, trust me, we'll just walk
I just
out
don't
with
want
you.
people to see. That's the only
You embarrassed?
Yeah,
Buddy, you
yeah.
should be.
You have to empty out all your pockets.
You want to just put it right here?
Yep,
Yeah,
right there. Right on that piece of paper. Take your earrings out.
I'd
Nose
say
ring.
ears off.
Huh?
Well, if you don't take it out, the jail's
I
gonna
have to
take
take
it
this
out.
off?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. It's not going to close up in one day. Well, then you may have to get it re-pierced.
Is there like
a mirror?
It's
No.
not a mirror, like somebody could put it. Like,
It's gonna go in a plastic
I
bag.
don't
We're
know.
gonna put it in
We're
the
going to put it in a bag. Okay. Nothing else in your pockets.
Oh, no. I'm
Did
sorry.
somebody text you?
Yeah.
Who's that? Okay. Turn around. Put your hands on your back.
The employee was ultimately arrested and charged with felony grand theft and scheme to defraud. He received 12 months of probation, walking away with a second chance, but not without consequences. Was justice served, or did he get off easy?
Okay, he definitely got off easy. He definitely got off easy. I give him that. He got off hella easy. 12 months probation. I might be getting the amount wrong though. But it don't sound like he had to pay anything back either. He just got 12 months probation. That's smooth, easy. But he did say he had consequences too. Maybe the only consequence was the probation, but I'm not really too sure. But still, he got off easy. He got off easy. Why is... Okay, this mess saying I got 13 minutes left on my camera. Alright, we're going to be stopping this one again. And I'm going to restart again. And we're going to go to the next video. Simple traffic stop turns into sudden nightmare. Alright, give me 1 second.